Ja, Sylvie. I'm just charging my. This one is just hit the alarm, and the police is in my driveway in 1 or 2 minutes. I was supposed to have it just for a couple of months, but the police decided that going to have it all the time is a safety alarm, or what they call it, a false alarm, in case of violence. After the attempted murder because of the fucking, what will I call this bitch? We call it a lying Munchausen. Think about this. You're so fucking nuts that even if you're playing in a band, you're accusing your bandmates for raping you. You're accusing your bandmates for stealing from you. So you're kicked out of one band, and then you're entering a new band, or are in that band for 2, 3, 4 months, getting kicked out, in and out, in and out. And it's one genre of music that it should be known by other people that bitch, she's crazy, don't have anything to do with her. You know how Munchausen is just, I'm sick, like you say, hypochonder, or people think that they are very sick, but they aren't sick. When you are told by the doctor that you have the gene that makes you from 30 to 50% more likely to get cancer, not that you're getting cancer or you're having cancer, you're taking full breast surgery, and then she removes her woman parts and have told everyone that she has have had cancer, and that she went through God knows how many rounds with chemo, which isn't true at all, because just the year before, just 6 months before she started to talk about this to people, she had been interviewed in a music blog where she stated that she only had the gene, but she didn't have cancer. And then 6 months to a year later, then you are suddenly have had cancer. And I know people that have had cancer, and she, that which she has have to be the most active cancer patient, that, what to say, if you have had cancer, you're not able to go work at the gym 2 or 3 times a day, or running around several times a day, running several kilometers, going out for kayaking for several hours a day. But maybe it was drugs, because she used so much drugs. I didn't know that she used that amount of drugs before, after she sent people on me because I had told her, if you want that weed, you have to wait for 3 to 4 weeks because it have to cure. You can't smoke it straight from harvesting, then drying for 1 week to 10 days because it smells and it tastes like shit. I was trying the legal version of marijuana, and she had 5 boxes with her and asked me, "Do you want to borrow this just to try?" I said, "Okay, I'm gonna try it." Uh, and she actually expected to get a lot back. She got 24 grams back. She got 2 types because those were the only 2 ones that were ready, and she got a lot more than she should have had. And it's weird because she told me that 10 grams of it was seed. And no, that was really weird because, yeah, there was some seeds in some of them because one of my plants had hermid. But when you are choosing one strain, you have to, you can't start use the excuse, no, it it didn't taste good. That was your own fault. Oh, it was stems on it. Yes, marijuana grows on plants and plants have stems. When people think they are getting, you have to pick everything off, like, you don't pick off stems of a bud. All buds have stems in the middle. Not much, but as she talked, like it was branches. This was shit I smoked myself. Oh, and then it wasn't any trichomes on it, except when I showed it to one of my buddies. I showed the bag, and it's like 2/3 of the shit in the bottom. It was just trichomes, pure trichomes. It was one of my most gooey strains. She came up with so many excuses. I, I had to delete the messaging app to get her to stop messaging me. And she didn't want to use Facebook because their messages messages would be saved. I'm not, I, and I'm not. And this was one of the in after in hindsight, I should have taken screenshots of everything, but who are taking screenshots of convos you're having? Well, I should have done it when it was started to go more cuckoo. I told her, do not send me one more message, or I do not want to have any contact with you. She was so crazy that she went around to people to try to get hit on her ex-boyfriend. She even accused her own boyfriend. She sent her a friend of mine, which also was an acquaintance of her, but was just an acquaintance, that her boyfriend had raped her and beaten her and everything like that. That was after the robbery. She tried to get everything of excuses. And like, how many persons are going around when you are innocent of a thing and try to convince people that you are innocent for now 10 months? Most people I know had just stopped talking to her because they have understood that she is fucking nuts. And she's very good at using people. And every fucking week, several times a week, she was, oh, this and this person is trolling me. Oh, it's trolling me. I got to know a guy from Iceland who had helped to raise some money for her because she said she had cancer and needed some treatment. And then he found out that she didn't have any cancer, it was just a gene. And then he asked for his money back because he didn't support scammers. And she made a fucking hell. The funny thing was that he just made a Facebook post about it. Within 2 hours, 14 people had contacted him and just said, yeah, she's done the same with us. And it was, they even had their own term. They was trisht. Mean that stupid bitch had just fucked them up. And you know what she did to me? She, just after the case, she called the police here and said I sold drugs, said I had threatened her, and I have did this and did that. And I met up to the police station to the police interview with my lawyer. And when the police started, because I have a past with violence for 15 years ago, she used that because she was a person I saw. She worked in the same team as that I have founded for the project I have founded. I was just helping a friend out because she was new to the medical marijuana community. Then she went around and just what to say, snuck up on people and was just, hi, I want to be my friend. She made a group for patients, and funny enough, several in that group suddenly experienced they had been robbed, but none of them dared talking to the police because they were afraid of saying what they were robbed of. I wasn't afraid to say what I was robbed. I just asked the police that if I'm going to tell you what happened here, 100%, you have to give me a. I can self-incriminate myself on what I'm telling you. And the prosecutor said, give him that because They wanted to stop the robberies, as did I. That was the main reason for that I was honest to police. And I said, okay, I grew some weed. They stumbled over the. She knew that I had some weed, but they didn't know where I had it. So they turned my apartment upside down. But they were also most looking for my medications and my grow equipment, because they thought I had so very good grow equipment, because everything I have grown in my years have ended up as really good weed, because I buy the cheapest equipment, I buy the cheapest bulbs, everything is the cheapest. I just mix HPS and metal halide 50/50. Then I get a badass harvest, and I have a ventilation system built in the house, so I can just connect it directly to the uh, ventilation system that I have. Oh, I had talked for 15 minutes. Okay, so what?